The rock jazz band, you will keep doing more of that. 85 years is not a small milestone. So thank you. Just before the commencement, official commencement, I have a few more names. I want to recognize in our presence elder statesman, Alhaji Tanko Yakasai. Thank you very much, sir. You're welcome. I also want to recognize Honorable Abdulkadiri Jajere from Yobe State House of Assembly. You're welcome. I want to recognize Chief Mrs. Florence Ajumobi, the wife of our elder and our former governor of your state. You're welcome, ma. Chief Tunde Badmos, Ashiwaju Muslimi, Southwest and Delta. You're welcome, sir. Chief Akin Oke and Chief Olajide okay. Sorry. Both representing the APC, okay. Chief Akin Oke, APC chairman of your state. Chief Olajide Awoe, APC chieftain, Ekiti State. Sorry, it's the way they wrote it. I don't like to murder names. I'm sorry, but Dr. Kayode Fashola, Director, UBA PLC, and Chief Ade Boyega Awomolo, SAN. You are welcome, sir. Senator Adesheye Ogunlewe, former Senator, Minister for Works, and former Pro-Chancellor, University of Abeokuta, FUNAB. You are welcome, sir. Professor Francis Adedayo, Fadno State. We have Honorable Bashir Machina, Chairman Shippers Council of Nigeria. Honorable Tijani Tumsa, you're welcome, sirs. Alhaji Olalekan Ali. Now these are Oyo APC members, I'm told. Alhaji Olalekan Ali. Okay, Mrs. Anna Oguneson. Honorable Sheyi Adisa, Alhaji Fatai Bukunle, Honorable Yekini Pokwola, and same from Osun State. Law. Again, I'm sorry, I don't know. Mr. Debi, I think, Alhaji Aziz Adeniji, Engineer Salami Kazim. We have more from your states, APC chieftains, Chief M.O. Salau, Chief Bolaji Ojoba, Alhaji Razak, Raji, Chief Olubukola Oni, and Chief Caleb Akoni Oyeniyi. These were former commissioners under late Alhaji Lam Additional members from APC, Oyo, Alhaji Fatai Bikunle, Alhaji Tajuddin Olanite, Alhaja Tinuade Adigun, and Alhaji Olalekan Busari. We also have Barrister Akim Agbaje, Alhaji Olalekan Ali, Mr. Dele, Alhaji Yekin Pokwola, and Comrade Moshood Erubami. Thank you so much, sirs and mars, for coming. I have Otumba Dele Ajomale. I think this is from Lagos, Daddy from Lagos. Chief Iyola Oladokun. Oh, sorry, Omoworare, sorry. Sorry, I mean, they wrote, this is badly written here, I'm sorry. Oloye Lekon Alabi. I'm sorry, I'm having troubles interpreting it, but Honorable Bayo Adesonya, Architect Muyiwaige. Okay, sorry, I mean, whoever this handwriting is. I think I've done that. Again, can we just Tuesday morning to celebrate our daddy? God bless you. The band.
Oh, is she?
tèmi kó má ní kọjá mi. Bàbá tí wọn lọ́jọ́ kọjọ́ Bísí Àkàndé. Kí ni gbẹ́dọ́gbẹ́dọ́ fẹ́ fi di ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ gbẹ́? Kí látẹ́gùn fẹ́ fi di gẹ̀dú ṣe? Ọ̀rọ̀ mi lọ́wọ́ Olúwa ló wà. Àyìnà sí kò ló bá mú ẹ̀dá. Ọ̀rọ̀ mi lọ́wọ́ Olúwa ló wà. Ọ̀rọ̀ gidi ni ẹ ṣàmì àdúrà. Ọ̀rọ̀ gidi ni ẹ ṣàmì àdúrà. Wọ́n ní kọ́ bọ̀ ṣàmì lọ́jọ́ sí ó ń ṣe fàárì. Wọ́n ní kọ́ bọ̀ ṣàmì lọ́jọ́ sí ó ń ṣe fàárì. Oṣù dúdú oṣù ọ̀pọ̀ oṣù dúdú ó tún wá ṣolómi ṣòroro. Àyìnà sí kò ló dààmú ẹ̀dá. Ọ̀rọ̀ mi lọ́wọ́ Olúwa ló wà. Ojúlé oní tèmi. Professor Sulu, bàbá tí wọ́n yé mo bá ròde ilẹ̀. Ẹ bá mi tọ́jú ọba Olúwa. Olúwa Òfìwò land. Abdulrasheed Ọláwálé ṣálóní tèmi. Kábíyèsí ire tẹ̀yìn kó má ní kọjá yìí. Ọ̀rọ̀ àkóbá bàbá máa jẹ gàrí. Ọ̀rọ̀ gidi ni ẹ ṣàmì àdúrà. Wọ́n ní kọ́ bọ̀ ṣàmì lọ́jọ́ sí ó ń ṣe fàárì. Wọ́n ní kọ́ bọ̀ ṣàmì lọ́jọ́ sí ó ń ṣe fàárì. Oṣù dúdú oṣù ọ̀pọ̀ oṣù dúdú ó wá tún ṣolómi ṣòroro. Àyìnà sí kò ló dààmú ẹ̀dá. Ọ̀rọ̀ mi lọ́wọ́ Olúwa ló wà. Bá mi tọ́jú Professor Olùsọjí. Bàbá tí wọ́n ní lọ́jọ́gọ́jọ́ ọlọ́láyé mo bá ròde. Ẹ bá mi tọ́jú Olúwo Òfìwò land. Ọba Mashood Ọláwálé ṣálóní tèmi. Ẹni rere yé mo bá ròde. Àtùgbàgbé oníkan. Ire tàwa kó má ní kọjá wa. Ọ̀rọ̀ àkóbá bàbá máa jẹ gàrí. Ọ̀rọ̀ gidi ni ẹ ṣàmì àdúrà. Wọ́n ní kọ́ bọ̀ ṣàmì lọ́jọ́ sí ó ń ṣe fàárì. Oṣù dúdú oṣù ọ̀pọ̀ oṣù dúdú ó tún ṣolómi ṣòroro. Oyèbọ́lá Adéyẹmí ṣe ló ní tèmi. Asẹ́yìn ọ̀fìsẹ́yìn bàbá ti wà ní lọ́jọ́gọ́jọ́. Asẹ́yìn ọ̀fìsẹ́yìn bàbá ti wà ní lọ́jọ́gọ́jọ́. Ẹ ṣàmì àdúrà yìí o. Ẹ bá mi tọ́jú Ọ̀túnba Gbénga Daniel ọlọ́lá. Bàbá ni bàbá ń jẹ́. Ẹ bá mi tọ́jú bàbá wa Omiṣore o. Omiṣore, Omiṣore, Omiṣore. Ẹ ṣàmì àdúrà yìí o. Bá mi tọ́jú Chief Mrs. Florence Aya Ajimobi. Ajimobi ṣàlóní tèmi. Chief Mrs. Florence ẹ ṣàmì àdúrà yìí o. Ẹ ṣàmì àdúrà yìí o. Àmì tọ́jú ọlọ́láṣẹ́ lómi tèmi. Èdùmàrè sọ̀rọ̀ wá dayọ̀, àwa ń ṣọpẹ́. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Omi tuntun ó tún ti wọlé. Omi tuntun ó tún ti rú wọlé. Gọ́fúnà tí wọ́n ní ẹ máa wọlé. Ṣèyí Mákindé ni ọlọ́lọ́lọ́ omi tèmi. Omi tuntun, 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 omi tuntun. Omi tuntun Ṣèyí Mákindé. Ó ní mi ò pẹ́ létí omi. Bàbá ti wá omi tuntun ó tún ti wọlé. Mi ò pẹ́ létí omi. Ẹni bá ń wò ṣẹ́jú wa kàn. Mi ò pẹ́ létí omi. Àti dúró mo ní kànga wọn. Ìyọnu ni. Àti bẹ̀rẹ̀ mo ní kànga wọn.
Ladies and gentlemen, the chairman of this occasion is with us. He's also the host governor, His Excellency Engineer Ṣèyí Mákindé, FNSC, DSE, GSSRS. Your Excellency, you are welcome, sir. Please, let's now get settled. Everybody we need is here with us. I know that pictures are taking place, high-level pictures, but however, let us get settled. We'll still have enough time to take pictures. Media, help us. Media, if you just begin to thin out and move out, you will discover that everything will settle and we can save time. Ladies and gentlemen, to commence this August occasion, may I request that we kindly rise for the national anthem of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, which will follow closely with Oyo State anthem. Oyo State Anthem. Thank you very much. Please be seated. Very distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to this August occasion. We are here to celebrate the 85th birthday of an icon, a man who has paid his dues through the years on political, national, academic, every area of governance. He has played a vital role. Chief Bisi Akande, his role in this nation is what has brought in people from all over the country and from the diaspora. So we have with us people from northern Nigeria, people from central Nigeria, people from south Nigeria, people from eastern Nigeria, and from the west where he comes from, people are here. We are super delighted having you for this occasion, and we believe that together it will be a very wonderful event. Ohun tí à ń sọ ni pé inú wa dùn gidigidi pé ẹ wà níhìn pẹ̀lú wa fún àjọyọ̀ tọjọ́ òní tí bàbá wa Chief Bisi Akande. Àwọn èèyàn pàtàkì wọ́n wà níhìn nítorí ìpàdé pàtàkì tọjọ́ òní, àjọyọ̀ tọjọ́ òní. Inú wa dùn gidigidi pé ẹ yan ètò láàyò. Ndị si ala Igbo, ndị si Abia State, Imo State, Enugu State, anyị ji ohere ọma na-anabata unu na ọgbakọ nkata nke pụrụ iche. Anyị bịara ebe a maka nna anyị ukwu Chief Bisi Akande. O doro m anya na ihe niile anyị ga-eme n'ebe ata ga-aga nke ọma. Udo dịrị unu. Domin waɗanda suka zo daga arewacin Najeriya, mun ji daɗi kwarai da gaske cewa an gaice ku zuwa wannan taro. Allah madaukakin sarki ya saka muku da alheri. Allah shi biya bukata, Akoba, Adaba, Olorun Majekari. That's how we greet here in southern Nigeria. Very distinguished guest. We will be making progress now with the opening prayers, because here we respect praying and committing things into the hands of God Almighty. And on this August occasion, I'll be inviting our relic, Alhaji Kashim Maman, to kindly come and give us the opening prayer. Please put your hand together for Alhaji Kashim Maman. Atakpa masa yandaze zo imana adua asafian nan. Alhaji Kashim Maman kuzo imana adua. Thank you as you come to give us the opening prayer. Please say the sounding, a resonating and a reverberating round of applause for Alhaji Kashim Maman. You are Kashim Imam. Mungo de Kwarai. Agafar Tamana.
Shall we please jointly recite Surah Al-Fatiha? Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. Ihdina as-siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta alayhim. Ghayril maghdubi alayhim waladdallin. Inna Allaha wa malaikatahu yusalluna 'alan nabi. يا والذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما صليت ورحمت وباركت على سيدنا إبراهيم وعلى آل سيدنا إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد هو الله الذي لا إله إلا هو عالم الغيب والشهادة هو الرحمن الرحيم هو الله الذي لا إله إلا هو المالك القدوس السلام مؤمن مهيمن عزيز الجبار المتكبر سبحان الله ما يشركون هو الله الخالق البارئ المصور له أسماء الحسنى يسبح له ما في السماوات والأرض وهو عزيز الحكيم سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام الحمد لله رب العالمين.
Thank you very much, Alhaji Iman. Please put your hands together for him. Thank you very much. Can they join me as we recognize the dignitaries in our midst? Our celebrant, His Excellency Chief Bisi Akande. Please put your hands together for him. Every sound and applause for the celebrant. Daddy, you are welcome. We rejoice with you. We celebrate you. Thank you, sir, for pulling us together. His Excellency Professor Babagana Umar Zulum, Governor of Borno State, representing His Excellency Senator Kashim Shettima, GCON, the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. You're welcome, sir. His Excellency Engineer Sheyi Makinde, FNSE, DSC, GSSRS, wearing 3 caps, Governor of Oyo State, host governor for this event, and chairman of the occasion. Please a round of applause for him. Emeritus Professor Olu Aina, OFR, Chairman, Board of Trustees, ADEBISI Akande Foundation. A round of applause for him. Governors past and present, Deputy Governors past and present, Ministers past and present, Senators, Members, House of Assembly, State Speakers, Honorable Members of State House of Assemblies, ESCO members of various states, Royal Fathers, Chief Justices, Party Faithfuls, Board of Trustees for ADEBISI Akande Foundation, Captains of Industries, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Once again, we welcome you heartily to this August occasion, holding in Ibadan, Oyo State. We are here to felicitate, rejoice, and celebrate with a distinguished icon, Chief Bisi Akande. You are most welcome once again, sir. And on this occasion, to give the welcome address, to make us feel welcome, is the former board member ICPC, former Pro-Chancellor Igbinedion University, Okada, childhood friend of Baba from primary school, when primary school was still primary school. Please let's make welcome Professor Emeritus Olu Aina, Chairman, Board of Trustees, ADEBISI Akande Foundation. Let's put your hands together for him. You're welcome, sir.
Your Excellency, the Governor of Oyo State, Engineer Sheyi Makinde, our great host for this occasion and chairman of this very huge occasion, other governors, present and past, our fathers in the political arena who built this country, and are still not tired building it, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is with profound respect and immense honor that I stand before you today as the chairman of the Board of Trustees of the ADEBISI Akande Foundation, AAF, to mark a significant milestone, that is, the 85th birthday of a remarkable elder statesman, a patriarch, a political moral compass, a foundational pillar of Nigerian democracy, and a soulmate, Chief Bisi Akande, CON. Arguably, he is the only surviving graduate of the Obafemi Awolowo School of Political Thought and Ideology still standing in Nigeria today. This gathering, therefore, is not just a celebration of years, but an acknowledgement of a life dedicated to service, leadership, and unwavering commitment to the betterment of our society, as well as a celebration of God's grace and devotion. Today, we are commemorating a personal milestone of Chief ADEBISI Akande and unveiling a foundation that seeks to propagate and sustain his legacy, a legacy deeply rooted in the values of transparency, excellence, and accountability, TEA, if you like. Chief Bisi Akande is a name that resonates beyond politics and leadership. It echoes in the hearts of many as a symbol of integrity, a beacon of wisdom, and repository of knowledge and experience. His contributions to our nation's political landscape have been both foundational and transformative. His journey, marked by humility, resilience, and a deep sense of duty, has left an indelible mark on the minds of countless Nigerians. As we delve into the essence of this celebration, it is pertinent to reflect on what makes this year's commemoration of his birthday different, unique, and significant. He has attained 85 years of unblemished life, and we are unveiling the ADEBISI Akande Foundation in his honor. This foundation is not a mere institution, but a living embodiment of Akande's enduring values. Values that he has consistently demonstrated in his public and private life. The idea of this foundation was conceived about 2 years ago when Chief Akande was honored with a doctorate degree of political science at the Benedict University, Okada. On that occasion, a vision was born to create an institute that will showcase Chief Akande's values and serve as a guiding light for future generations. Coincidentally, a group of young and emerging leaders who have been inspired by Chief Akande's principles of TEAT also came together with the concept epitomizing Chief Akande's values. Today, we are witnessing the fruition of these efforts, the amalgamation of ideas and the combined efforts of many who have been touched and inspired by Akande's enduring legacy. Chief Akande has been a father figure to many in his remarkable journey. His wisdom and counsel have shaped the lives of countless individuals, both within and outside the spheres of politics. As a family man, his role as a father has been exemplary, not just his biological children, but also mentoring many young individuals who have looked up to him for guidance and inspiration. This role has earned him the sobriquet, and I quote, Baba Oma Keke, translated as the father of the younger ones. Furthermore, Chief Akande's role as a midwife of Nigerian democracy cannot be overstated. His political acumen, steadfastness in the face of adversity, and his unrelenting pursuit of democratic ethos have been instrumental in shaping the political landscape of Nigeria. He has been a pillar of strength and a voice of reason during turbulent times, guiding the nation with his profound knowledge and experience. He has traversed the length and breadth of this country, cultivating friendships and associations and accumulating cultural knowledge of the various people, as well as building bridges of the history. I dare say that he has no rival in this regard in Nigeria today. Chief Akande is one whose background informed his world views. He reflects deeply on issues, yet he is loud and unambiguous about his beliefs. He has never been found to commit any sin by silence. The ADEBISI Akande Foundation is our collective effort to ensure that his legacy lives on. The mission of the foundation is to foster productivity and empowerment, particularly among the youth and women. We aim to cultivate a new generation of responsible citizens and future leaders who will continue to drive our nation towards prosperity and progress without counting the cost, as Akande is known to have been. Today, as we gather to celebrate this remarkable milestone, we are not just honoring a man, we are celebrating an ideology, a way of life that Chief ADEBISI Akande has so gratefully embodied and is bequeathing to the country he loves so much. We are celebrating transparency in governance, excellence in leadership, and accountability to the people. His foundation is our commitment to these ideals and a promise to uphold and propagate for the betterment of our society. Please join us, ladies and gentlemen, to embrace the values, support the efforts and programs, and together we will endeavor to mold future leaders who will carry on the torch of these values. In conclusion, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let us all take a moment to appreciate the life's journey of Chief ADEBISI Akande, celebrate him, and commit ourselves to the ideals he stands for, and ensure that his legacy continues to influence and shape the future of our great nation, Nigeria. Thank you very much, and once again, I welcome you all to this historic celebration of a life well lived, a legacy well built, and a future brightly lit by the values and principles of Chief ADEBISI Akande. Happy birthday, Bisi, and long live the legacy you have built. Long live the Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you very much, Professor Emeritus Oluwaina, Chairman BOT of ADEBISI Akande Foundation. May I invite my colleague, Afolabi, to please take over in Mokwede.
Your Excellencies, thank you very much. We're standing on all established protocols. We want to just take a few additional introductions. The Osun State Deputy Governor, His Excellency Prince Kola Adewusi, is here representing His Excellency the Governor of Osun State. We also have His Excellency Aremo Olusegun Oshoba, the former Governor of Ogun State, is here. We have Honorable Mutiu Are Cardinal James Odumbaku, MFR from Lagos, APC, Honorable Bola Oyebamiji, MD CEO, Nigeria Inland Waterways, Prince Tajuddin Olusi, General Alani Akinriade, Senator Anthony Adefuye, Professor Mrs. Bolanle Awe, ably represented by Mr. Wasiu Adebayo, Chief Mrs. Samson, CEO Bovas Petroleum, you're welcome, Sir Zama. Engineer Dr. Jide Adeniji, former FEMA chairman, Kabiesio Oba Sefiu Olawale Oyebola Adeyeri 3, Asenyi of Isenyi land. Honorable Lawan Garuba, Professor Sulaiman Bogoro, former chairman, TED Fund, and also recognize Honorable Minister of Power, Mr. Adelabu, who is also here. Honorable
very much. May I also recognize Ambassador Ladi MNI, High Commissioner of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. You are all welcome. Up next, very distinguished guests, Your Excellencies, is the citation of Chief ADEBISI Akande. This will be done by the Executive Commissioner, National Pensions Commission. Please make welcome Barrister Oyedele Akintola Arikawe. Meanwhile, we've just had inside in the building is Mr. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, Governor, Lagos State, representing His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Mr. Governor, you're welcome, sir.
Your Excellencies, our royal fathers, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, permit me to stand on the already established protocols as I read the citation of the celebrant and the honoree. Today, at this heroic gathering, we are celebrating the birthday of one of the builders of modern Nigeria, an elder statesman, a living legend, an astute and courageous administrator, and a freedom fighter. For centuries to come, future generations would continue to marvel at the capacity of Chief Bisi Akande, former governor of Osun State, to squeeze water from stone and make little resources to go a long distance. His 4-year reign as the governor of Osun State proved to us that good government is not only necessary, it is also possible. It was not surprising, therefore, that after his meritorious service, he graduated in 1958 with a grade 3 teacher's certificate. That was the only formal education he was to receive. He later pursued his higher education through correspondence courses from Wolsey Hall the Rapid Resource College, and the School of Accountancy, all in the United Kingdom. While plunging himself into private studies, he was also having a rich experience as a teacher in many towns and villages in the present Ondo, Osun, and Kwara states, culminating in his taking up appointment as a teacher with the MacJob Grammar School, Abeokuta, now in Ogun State, in 1963. By this time, he had already qualified as a chartered accountant through correspondence courses, a rare feat in those days. He ended his teaching career, in August 1963 when he joined the British Petroleum, BP, the giant multinational oil company, as a manager in training in the finance and administration, in the finance and account department. At BP, Akande was to prove his worth, winning laurels in many reputable institutions all over the world, including the International Computer Limited Training College, Beaumont, Windsor in England in 1974, the London School of Computer Technology, England 1975, the International Institute of Public Management, Washington, D.C. in the United States 1979. By 1979, he has risen to the post of manager, systems and computer services. That was when he left on a leave of absence to serve as secretary to the government of Oyo State under Chief Bola Ige, who was sworn in as the first elected governor of the state. In November 1982, Chief Bisi Akande became the deputy governor of Chief Ige until October 1983. With the military coup of December 31, 1983, Chief Akande found himself in stormy weather. He, along with hundreds of other leading political figures, were detained by the new military regime. He was later tried, sentenced by military tribunal to 42 years in prison for allegedly enriching his political party, the then Unity Party of Nigeria, UPN. He was released in 1986. Ironically, the military that jailed politicians for allegedly enriching their parties later passed a decree allowing the government to directly fund its own military-created Social Democratic Party, SDP, and the National Republican Convention, NRC. It was military rule that prepared Akande for his new role as a statesman. After the annulment of the June 12, 1993 victory of Chief Moshood Abiola at the presidential election, Akande joined other patriots to form the opposition, the National Democratic Coalition, NADECO. He later emerged as the Osun State chairman of Afenifere, the mainstream Yoruba political and cultural movement, which was in opposition to the draconian General Sani Abacha regime. It was a dangerous period to be in opposition, but Akande and many other patriots stood at the barricade against the attempt by Abacha to perpetuate himself in office. With the lifting of the ban on politics, Akande emerged first as the state chairman of Alliance for Democracy, AD, and later was elected in a landslide victory as the governor of Osun State in 1999. It was a crowning glory for a life of service to the people. For several decades, he had to offer selfless service to the people, starting from his participation as a leader of the ILA Students' Union, the secretary, treasurer, and ultimately the president of the ILA Charity Club, and the finance coordinator of the ILA Electricity Planning Committee, among other assignments in the place of his birth. In 1971, while working concurrently with the BP, Akande had served as a member of the Ila Local Government Management Committee. He was also elected a councillor in Ila. His introduction into national politics was in 1977, when he was elected a member of the Constituent Assembly that drafted the 1979 Constitution. His selection as governor, therefore, was the return of the native to a familiar territory. His years in power in Oshogbo remain the measuring rod for governance. He instituted prudence, probity, and integrity as the hallmarks of governance. By building the state secretariat, he brought the Osun State government into one location. Hitherto, each ministry had been in different parts of the states, making governance and coordination of governmental activities cumbersome. He drew up the Osun State Master Plan, which subsequent administrations have followed with varying degree of compliance. He made us proud. Chief Akande's life has been packed with action and productivity. He has been lucky to share his life with Chief Mrs. Omowumi Akande, his late wife and lover, who passed on in 2017. They married in 1966, and throughout the years of political upheaval and professional challenges, Mama Omowumi stood by her husband like a guardian angel. Their more than half a century marriage produced good children. She provided him with a stable anchor against blizzard of the outside world. Chief Akande, an associate member of the Chartered Institute of Secretaries, Chief Akande, an associate member of the Chartered Institute of Secretaries, ACIS, a fellow of the Chartered Institute of Cost and Management.
All right, thank you very much. Up next, I would like to invite may I invite the SA Communications, Oyo State, to invite his governor, the chairman of this occasion.
Thank you so much. All right. It gives me great pleasure to bring to the stage the chairman of today's occasion. He is Vice Chairman, Nigerian Governors Forum. Please, with a round of applause, wherever you are, seated or standing, make welcome the Executive Governor of your state, His Excellency, Governor Seyi Makinde, for his chairman's remarks.
The 4 plus 4 is minus 7 months now, so it has reduced. Your Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, ably represented by my own dear brother, the Executive Governor of Lagos State, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. Your Excellency, the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Kashim Shettima, GCON, ably represented by His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Borno State, Professor Baba Gana Zulum. Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Osun State, Governor Ademola Adeleke, ably represented here by Prince Kola Adewusi. Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Ogun State, my own dear brother, Governor Dapo Abiodun. Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Ekiti State, Governor Abiodun Oyebanji, you are duly recognized. Today's, well, if I go through this protocol list, it's going to be a protocol nightmare. Let me just say that Your Excellencies, past governors, past deputy governors, past federal leaders of our great country, traditional rulers, religious leaders, political functionaries, and especially the chairman of ADEBISI Akande Foundation, Professor Emeritus Oluwaina, OFR, and other distinguished board members, captains of industries, eminent personalities, distinguished invited guests, gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I think I'll start by drawing everybody's attention to Baba Akande's picture being shown here. He wore blue and a blue cap. Maybe you should look at me. Well, the agbada is missing, but what that means is me, I will also get up to 85. Well, let me express my immense gratitude to the organizers of this 85th birthday celebration event of His Excellency Chief Bisi Akande for asking me to chair this wonderful occasion and for also bringing the event to Ibadan. Baba Akande is indeed an icon, and as some of you may already know, he served the old Oyo State as a secretary to the state government, and I think in that administration, briefly, he also served as a deputy governor. Well, what I'm about to say, Baba himself, he may not remember, but there was an encounter between him and myself in 2007 that actually changed the political trajectory for me. I'll just say it briefly. I supported Governor Ladoja in 2003, and then he became governor. He was impeached, and then we were looking at forming a political alliance because those of us with Governor Ladoja, we were in the cold inside the PDP. The franchise was given to Baba Adedibu. And I wanted to go to the Senate. And with that alliance, they ceded the Oyo South Senatorial to Baba Ladoja, and I picked it. But the Baba himself decided he wasn't going to go with the alliance. After getting the ticket, I already ran to the US to tell my wife that, look, I think I'm going to contest the election for the first time in Nigeria. But as I landed, they told me they submitted 2 names to INEC. I ran back. Then Baba was the one coordinating everything. So myself, I think Dr. ADEBISI and Wale Arishekola, we went to Lagos House in Abuja to meet Baba. And I said, Baba, and before I left, I did some research. I went to Baba Lashore, who was the chairman of the impeachment panel that removed Omishore. I said, please give me a note. I want to go and meet Baba so that I can secure this ticket. When I got to Abuja with these people, I met Baba one-on-one. I said, Baba, they sent 2 names to INEC. My name should have been the only name. He said, was it your name that was sent to INEC? I said, no, it was me and someone else. He said, well, if it's not your name, it's not your name. And then I said, well, I don't think I'm halfway with this Baba here. I went and contested under AMPP that period. Well, that is Baba Akande for you. You don't need to know where you stand or where things stand with him. He will say it the way it is, and then heaven may fall after that. When they were reading Baba's citation, they said his introduction into national politics was in 1977. I actually read an article published some years ago of a presentation that Baba Akande made in 1977 at the Constituent Assembly in Lagos. You have researchers. The internet, no, they forget these days. So you can go, I will urge everyone here present to find that speech and read it. He raised some key issues affecting our Constitution, which were inadvertently leading to societal inequality. Since they gave me this opportunity, I know my brother, Baba Gana Zulum, is going to give the lecture, but I would like to highlight a few of those issues that Baba raised, because there can be no better time than this occasion of his 85th birthday to talk briefly about some of the ideals that he stood for. We may not be aligned with the same political party. I already explained why. I should have been in the Baba's political party, but he said, if your name didn't go to INEC, then it is not your name. So I have to find a way to get my name to INEC. One of the strongest beliefs of this great man is that power should be used to benefit the people. In so doing, he advocated for fiscal federalism, restructuring, state police, etc. I also agree that there's a vital link between these 3 constitutional issues and people-first type of governance. For example, fiscal federalism involves understanding which government functions should be centralized and which should be decentralized. You will agree with me that if some of the functions of the federal government are decentralized and put in the purview of the state, the people will begin to spend more time focused on getting their state governors to function more effectively. This is part of the article that Baba presented in 1977. A case in point is the recent amendment of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended, devolving power generation. I spoke about this with my brother, Bayo Adelabu, the Honorable Minister for Power, yesterday. Transmission and distribution and generation also is being devolved to the states. So here in Oyo State, citizens ask why they do not yet have a state-generated and transmitted power supply. They are asking me that question. So it's a shift in focus to a level of government which is closer to them. He said he will go to 36 states of the Federation. He spent, this is Oyo State, his own state, he spent maybe 1.5 or 2 hours with us yesterday. So going to 36 states of the Federation, if they are lucky, they probably get 45 minutes of his time. But if they can ask their state people, why are we not having power? You know, this is something that has to do with the real development that we desire. Also, with restructuring, we can see states devolving certain powers to local governments. But what we have right now is the federal government directly funding local government as if they are answerable directly to the central government. So these are some of the examples of the things that Baba spoke about in 1977. Well, some of you here also know that we tried to get state police. I'm sure Governor Yetola, the Honorable Minister for Blue Economy, was part of that struggle. But we couldn't. We decided to form an Amotekun. And Jide said he will use his own neighborhood watch. That is the beauty of devolution of power and true federalism. So, those are things that Baba has he has spoken about them. He has presented a paper that is in black and white that we all can read over this period. So over 4 decades, Baba Akande has been espousing these issues. So it is not too late for us to begin to take actions that show we're learning from history. Indeed, one of the best ways of celebrating our icons, past and present, and honoring their legacy is by examining their thoughts and actions and implementing them in a way that will benefit our people. And I'm also very happy today because when Professor Oluwaina came forward, he said they are setting up the foundation for Baba Bisi Akande. They are setting up that foundation in his honor. Some of us would like to set up honor for ourselves. And say, well, okay, I will set up Seyi Makinde Foundation. Well, after Seyi Makinde is gone, that foundation probably will be gone. So it's a lesson for us in public positions right now. If you do well, you will see people that will rally around you that will ensure that your legacy lives on. So let me once again congratulate Baba Akande as we celebrate him on his 85th birthday. Baba, May the Almighty continue to bless and keep you for us in good health. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Your Excellency, for that opening address. Please, once more, a round of applause for His Excellency Engineer Seyi Makinde. May I quickly recognize His Excellency Dr. Jim Nwobodo. He sends his greetings, and you can find it in the booklet. It would have been here. Also, former Oyo State First Lady, Her Excellency Chief Mrs. Florence Ajimobi. You're welcome, ma'am. Yeah, thank you. Senator Olalekan Mustafa, CON. You're welcome. Senator Gbenga Kaka. You're welcome, sir. Chairman FIRS, Dr. Zacchaeus Adedeji. You're most welcome. Professor Shola Akinriade. You're welcome, Prof. Engineer Olayinka Adekunle, FNSE. You are very much welcome. Malam Murtala Aliyu, former Minister of Power and currently the Secretary General, Arewa Consultative Forum, and a powerful delegation from the North, Barakun Kadazwa, Munjida Nzuar Enku, Alaisakamuku, the Alihiri. That's a powerful delegation from the North because of Baba. You are most welcome. And then the Chairman, APC Osun State, Soko Tajuddin Lawal, and all the state chairman present. Please put your hand together for him, Tajuddin Lawal. You're most welcome. The Honorable Minister of Sports Development, Senator John Owen Eno. You're most welcome. Thank you very much. We keep recognizing dignitaries as their names are brought forward. At this time, may I invite to give the citation of His Excellency the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. May I invite Professor Aderemi Raji Adelade, the professor from the University of Ibadan. Please put your hand together for Prof. As you come, please, a round of applause for Prof. As he comes to give the citation of the Vice President here represented. Permit me 1 minute. May I recognize His Excellency Agafarchini. Please sit down a minute, sir. May I recognize His Excellency the Governor of Ondo State, Honorable Lucky Orimison Ayedati. Wow. Please put your hand together for him. Your Excellency, you are welcome.
Also, in our midst is His Excellency, the Honorable Minister of Marine and Blue Economy, and former Governor of Osun State. Apologies for that. Honorable Minister of Blue Economy and former Governor of Osun State, Chief Boyega Oyetola is here with us. Please welcome. Thank you.
The guest of honor, His Excellency Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Federal Republic of Nigeria, ably represented here by His Excellency, the Governor of Lagos State, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, the chairman of this special occasion and the host governor, His Excellency Engineer Dr. Oluseyi Abiodun Makinde, the celebrant, Baba Bisi Akande, Your Excellencies here present, distinguished ministers of the Federal Republic of Nigeria here present, royal fathers of our land, ladies and gentlemen. This citation for His Excellency Senator Kashim Mustafa Shettima, the 15th Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, is to be received by no less a worthy son and star of Borno State, accomplished administrator, His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Borno State, Professor Babagana Zulum. May I respectfully request you, sir, to be on your feet. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to suspend your belief and note that the person standing here before us is His Excellency, the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The story of His Excellency Senator Kashim Mustafa Shettima is one marked by a remarkable movement from royalty and humility to light, grace, and glory. It is also a story of enviable accomplishments through education, dint of hard work, consistency, perseverance, and service. When he was born, AI told us that it was a warm and humid day with rain and intermittent thunderstorms. On Jumat, September 2nd, 1966, in Maiduguri, the heart of the old northeastern state, present-day Borno State. Shettima was born into the illustrious family of Alhaji Shettima Mustafa Kutaibe, the Shettima Kawama Mowonrama of Borno, and Aja Nana Kujarima Shettima, a princess of the esteemed El Kanemi royal family. Kashim Shettima embarked on his quest for knowledge at the Lamisula Primary School in Maiduguri from 1972 to 1978. He was enrolled at the Government Community Secondary School, Biu, from 1978 to 1980, before he proceeded to Government Science Secondary School, Potiskum, from 1980 to 1983. It is here that he obtained his West African School Certificate examination. Shettima got admitted into the University of Maiduguri, where he obtained a Bachelor of Science honors degree in agricultural economics in 1989. Thereafter, he embarked on the mandatory National Youth Service and was posted to the now defunct Nigerian Agricultural Cooperative Bank in Calabar. From Calabar, Senator Kashim Shettima proceeded to the prestigious University of Ibadan for his postgraduate studies, where he earned a master's degree in agricultural economics in 1991. He joined the academic services of the University of Maiduguri as a lecturer from 1991 to 1993. As a relentless and upward-looking career individual, Senator Shettima took up appointments in the Accounts Department of Commercial Bank for Africa in Lagos State from 1993 to 1997. He attained the position of deputy manager and later manager at the Kaduna branch of African International Bank, AIB, from 1997 to 2001, before transferring his service to Zenith Bank as the branch head of the bank's Maiduguri office in 2001. On account of his meritorious service and dogged professionalism, Shettima became the general manager at the Zenith Bank in 2006. Monitoring its performance, leading to the global recognition of his visionary leadership. During his tenure as governor, His Excellency Senator Shettima prioritized the reconstruction, rehabilitation, and resettlement of affected areas, special care for IDPs, and establishing a ministry to oversee these interventions. As governor, Shettima was devoted to promoting girl child education, agriculture, primary health care, and women empowerment. For his commitment, passion for governance, and sterling records of performance, His Excellency Senator Kashim Shettima has received numerous accolades, awards, and garlands, some which are worthy of mention. He was the 2014 Governor of the Year Award from Leadership Newspapers. He was the 2015 Governor of the Year Award by the National Body of Nigerian Union of Journalists, the 2015 Governor of the Year Award by Vanguard Newspapers, the Tell Magazine Governor of the Year 2016, the 2017 Zik Prize for Leadership, the 2017 Award for Courage and Exceptional Leadership by the Kaduna State of the Nigerian Union of Journalists, and the FCT NUJ Merit Award for Exceptional Leadership in 2017. In 2019, Senator Shettima was elected to represent Borno Central under the All Progressives Congress, APC, and he served as the chairman of the Senate Committee on Interior. He was re-nominated as a senator, but he withdrew to attain greater heights when on Sunday, July 10, 2022, he was confirmed as Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu's running mate in the historic and highly contested 2023 presidential elections. To the glory of Allah, the goodwill of man, and the confidence of his principal, Senator Shettima became the vice president, the 15th vice president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, with a resolve to actualizing the promise and renewed hope of his nation. In concluding this brief citation, permit me to summarize the significance of the public life of Vice President Shettima in two statements accredited to Ralph Waldo Emerson. The first, for Shettima, is that to be great is to be misunderstood. And second, nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm. Senator Shettima is reputed to be highly misunderstood, but he had the great perseverance and enthusiasm to become a winner. He's reputed to be a top-level table tennis player, a voracious reader, and admired for his exceptional oratory skills and fluency in Kanuri, Hausa, and English. He is happily married to Mrs. Nana Shettima, and the union is blessed with 3 children. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Chairman, sir, please welcome the lecturer of the day, here represented, economist, banker, statesman, His Excellency Senator Kashim Shettima, GCON, the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, represented in his embodiment by Professor Babagana Zulum, the Executive Governor of Borno State. Thank you.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. The Governor of Lagos State, His Excellency Sanwo-Olu, representing the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Your Excellency, the former Governor of Osun State, Chief Bisi Akande, Your Excellency, our host, the Governor of Oyo State, Mr. Seyi Makinde, Your Excellencies, other governors that are here present, Your Excellencies, the former governors that are here present and their deputies, the present deputy governors here present, our elder statesman here, Alhaji Tanko Yakasai, Ambassador Babagana Kingibe, GCON, Chairman of the Board of Trustees of this very important foundation, Professor Emeritus Professor Olu Aina, the Secretary of the Board of Trustees, Professor Isaac Adewale. Permit me to mention few members of this very important board, especially Chief Pius Akeleru, Senator Abu Ibrahim and Kashim Imam, and other members of the board of these trustees, members of the National Assembly that are here present, ministers of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, present and former, our party leaders, our royal fathers, distinguished invited guests, good afternoon. Let me begin by commending the vision and tenacity of the organizers of this event for inviting my boss, Senator Kashim Shettima, to present a lecture titled Leadership Question, Prospect of Nigeria, in honor of our father's 85th birthday, Chief Bisi Akande. Indeed, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I've done the mathematics. A nation of 230 million people will need 230 million leaders. The premise of this statement underscores the significance of adequate leadership coverage to deliver the dreams and aspirations of the whole nation. Behind this first statement is the recognition that unless and until everyone takes responsibility, at whatever levels we find ourselves, we run the risk of abandoning the responsibility of leadership only to those who carry titles of His Excellencies, Honorable, Distinguished this, and Distinguished that. May I, without wasting time, bring to your kind notice what we mean by leadership. Leadership is the action of leading a group of people. Leadership is the art of motivating people to work and focus towards a plan of objectives. Then, the big question that I want to ask is that why is today's topic is the leadership question prospect for Nigeria. The reason why is that we felt, or the organizers felt, that we are not getting it right. And that is why this foundation is to be established in order to groom leaders, amongst others, are the functions of this very important foundation. Then, what are the characteristics of a leader? A leader should have self-confidence, strong communication, management skills, creative and innovative thinking, perseverance, willingness to take risks, often to change, level-headed, and reactiveness in times of crisis. We must accept that expectation is the right of citizens, and anticipation is the responsibility of leadership. Expectations for things to be better, expectations to have hope, expectations to have aspirations for a more fulfilling life are indeed the right of the citizen. Leadership in whichever form or shape or level has the unenviable responsibility to anticipate the yearnings of the people and to meet those expectations. When anticipation meets expectations, there is confluence of social peace and stability. When hopes are not met because leadership is ill-prepared to meet such hopes, then we end up with the brain drain. The migration of ideas and strength to places where they can flourish, or as we now call it, the Jaffa syndrome. The perceived leadership failures over the years have led to generations of young citizens wanting to Jaffa. Older generation reminisces upon the past with fondness, mixed with some level of regret. When people continue to believe that the past of nation was better than its present, then it is a strong call for a reassessment of the place of leadership and the mutual responsibility of citizenship in nation building through identification, selection, election, and development of quality leaders. The leaders you choose at a point in time of history determine the life you will live, the level of improvement in social services, security, and general stability of the nation. Consequently, the leadership question cannot be left in the realm of speculations for or in the sphere of assumptions. That means we have some problems in the nation. Just for example, to mention a few, I want to talk about sustainable development. What we mean by sustainable development is that the development that takes care of the future. For example, now in Ibadan here, how many companies that were in existence before that are now not in existence? I can mention a few. For example, ISO Glass was established in October 1979, moribund due to difficult business environment. Universal Rubber Company, March 1975, closed due to Nigerian policy inconsistencies. Exide Batteries, February 1983, moribund due to difficult business environment and embezzlement. Ferrado Breakfast, 17 June 1976, moribund due to difficult business environment, just to mention few. Lister Flour Mills, 18 November 1982, moribund due to difficult business environment. That is what we mean by sustainable development. By now, we could have more industries than what we had before, And that is why we are still facing problems of inadequate foreign exchange in our country, because we don't produce. Unless we address this very important question, we shall never get it right. Then collectively we owe it a duty of care to ourselves, to our nation, to generations yet to come, and address the leadership question we must believe. When we understand that leadership is about responsibility, leadership is about trust, listening, delivery of service, and acting genuinely on behalf of the general public. Our approach to the emergence of leaders will be will by necessity have to change. Furthermore, I want to bring to the kind notice of this gathering that sustainable development can only take place by the following ways: by good guidance and counseling, good governance, job creation, adequate punishment for defaulters, and establishment of rehabilitation centers. Strategic leadership is a leader's ability to visualize, plan, lead, and make the best out of the resources they have to execute strategically, efficiently, and successfully. My question now is that, how many of us came into power with a plan? Because in my earlier statement, I did mention that the art of motivating people to work and focus towards a plan objectives. Then how many of us have plan objective to people before they became leaders? Yes, some have, but not all. How many of us understand the manifestos of our party, of our parties? Some may decide to waste time in holidays to Dubai and other European countries, spending huge amount of money on Xmas and Salah celebrations. And this is not the right way. Leadership is about priority. We need to prioritize what we want to do, which is very important. We have a lot of competing demands. As leaders, we have to prioritize what we want to achieve. For example, in Borno State, when I took over as the governor of Borno State, many of you may recall that the insurgency has triggered acute humanitarian and post-displacement crisis with devastating social and economic impact on our population, further deepening fragility and poverty in the Northeast sub-region. The insurgency has been ongoing for about 10 years. When I came into power, I have some plans. The first thing that I want to achieve is to address the security situation in Borno State. So my first priority is security. My second priority is security, and my third priority is security. The nexus, because the nexus between peace, security, and development need not to be overemphasized. Without peace, there should not be development, and without development, there should be no peace. Then, the most important thing that I did was to reduce the trust deficit between the population and the government. Nowadays, the trust deficit has been reduced. So it's only when the population are having confidence in your administration, then you will succeed. Then what I did next is to ensure that we have availability of food. Because food insecurity is the worst form of insecurity. And therefore, I observe that one of the serious challenges that we had in Borno State is that of food security. We have over 250 non-governmental organizations and governmental organizations in Borno State, depending on tiny resources that we have. So what we need to do is first and foremost ensure that we move out from shorter-term solutions by providing handouts, foods and non-foods items to our people in the internally displaced camps, to medium and longer-term sustainable solutions. That means agriculture. We increase areas under cultivation, which is very important. Then most importantly, after food security, then we shall be thinking of education. Because without food security, there should be no education. Then health, amongst others. And therefore, yes, we have some challenges in Nigeria leadership. The most important thing is that as leaders, do we have priorities? Yes or no? If you don't have priority, you cannot achieve. That's the most important thing that we want to address in this nation. Then another thing that might contribute to our failure is time management. We don't manage our time very well. We spend most of our time attending to frivolous activities. Another issue is futuristic thinking, sustainable development. Corruption is something that has to be addressed. But as long as we want to address the issue of corruption, there is a need for us to also examine the potential causes of corruption. One, poor salaries of civil servants. How much a director is earning at the federal level. How much a professor is earning. The emeritus professor Aina is sitting here. I don't think he can earn more than 450,000 a month. Living condition. I think we must address some of the problems that we have before we shall get rid of corruption. Then one very important thing that I want to speak here is lack of administration of justice. Whenever somebody who is working with us, no matter how close he or she is with us, and he committed a serious offense, there is a need for us to punish this particular person. So even if you are a good person, if you cannot administer justice, I don't think you should get it right. Another very important thing that we are missing is the lack of mentorship linked to the establishment of this very important organization. Mentorship is very important. I can give an example from me. I was a commissioner for Triple R Reconstruction, Rehabilitation and Resettlement under the administration of the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I was one of the commissioners during his term that I can say the truth, praise him, and say the right thing to him. But despite all these things, Senator Shatima decided to choose me as his successor. I have threatened him more than 4 times by telling him that, look, Mr. Governor, I will resign. But when it comes to leadership selection, he decided to anoint me as his candidate in preference to his friends, colleagues, and relations, because he's looking for committed leader, because what he wants to see is to see how Borno State will be leapfrogged from the then position to a greater height. And therefore, in choosing the leadership, we have to be very careful. We have to choose between competencies and loyalty, which is very important. You either have to choose a competent leader who will move the nation forward, or you choose somebody who will always say yes to you, but unfortunately you might not see the light at the end of the tunnel. Then, another thing that is lacking in Nigeria is monitoring and evaluation. No matter how good you are, you need to monitor what is ongoing in your own state or at the federal government. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we must address the question of leadership cogently and concretely, because the quality of leadership determines the decision, and the quality of decisions determine the quality of lives we have as citizens. In this regard, I will not stand here to give you an academic definition of leadership anymore. I must warn you, though, that from personal experience, leadership is a great responsibility, as I said earlier. I think in the future, we should put a warning label on political aspirations. Something like being the governor will reduce your hours of sleep, or that the office of the governor has no closing hours. And these statements are true if you are truly serving as you should as a leader. I just want to give you an example that the leadership questions keeps recycling in Nigeria, because those who aspire to lead are not patient enough to invest the time required to build the reputation that puts you ahead of the fact. Chief Bisi Akande started as grassroots mobilizer and got involved in the development efforts of every kind in his native town of Ila, Oregon. Again, we must not take it for granted that the democratic process is easy, because it is an expensive venture. This is where being a grassroots leader, taking responsibility and making sacrifices in the service of the people become absolutely necessary. You can recall when I took over as the governor of Borno State, my encounter with Boko Haram insurgents. I was attacked more than 10 times when trying to make a visit to some of the local government areas in the state. During my first 55 days as the governor of Borno State, I saw my children 3 times only. This will tell you how difficult being a leader will be. And therefore, there is a need for us to emulate leadership styles from Bisi Akande, because just yesterday I read an article that clearly spelled out that when he assumed office as the governor of Osun State, he inherited a total debt of about 2 billion naira. And within 2 years, he has settled the 2 billion naira. Apart from this also, He received, at the expiration of his first tenure, he had a budget surplus of about 550 million naira. Chief Bisi Akande, as at then, was receiving not more than 50 million naira per month. That goes to tell you how efficient the then governor was. Again, I read one very important article about Chief Bisi Akande, where he received only 1.5 million naira from the Universal Basic Education Board to build a classroom, but he ended up building 3 blocks of classrooms. These are the kind of leadership that we need. Again, for some very strange reasons, as a nation, we have driven ourselves to a point that the ambition to lead simply translates to effort to enrich ourselves. People see leadership as the cash cow, an opportunity to have access to the resources of the nation and maximize their own private benefits at the expense of the nation. Others still see leadership position as a quick fix for private poverty rather than for public good. This is why, even when the loyalty of the team around the leader is of great importance, an important leadership question is to interrogate the motive behind the loyalty. Human beings are loyal to chicken simply to eat it. Today, tomorrow, and perpetually, we must continue to address the question of leadership cogently and concretely, because the quality of leadership determines the quality of decisions. And the quality of decisions determine the quality of lives we have as citizens. In this gathering, moving forward, I will also not reel out elaborate litany of social challenges we face in this country. This is because we can spend hours simply examining the state of our roads, the conditions of our health systems, the deteriorating quality of education, and inadequate distribution of basic services in rural and urban centers. The big question then becomes, are you taking leadership in your individual spheres of influence? And therefore, the leadership question requires the identification of the best of us to lead us. How do people become leaders? There are only 7 primary ways of becoming a leader. 1, through a democratic process of election, the president, governors, local government chairman, through hereditary, through communal nomination, ward heads, community representatives, commissioners, and so on. This is very important area where we have to be very careful. No matter how good you are, if you didn't get the right people to work with you, you will never succeed. And therefore, there is a need for us to now examine the quality of those that we shall appoint them as ministers, as commissioners. Then the most important thing, for example, in Borno State, when I took over the mantle of leadership, after spending about 2 years in office, we held a party, and then many people were cheering me that I did very well. But I stood up and told them that I couldn't perform very well because I'm yet to achieve in 2 very important activities, which are social services, education, and health. So there's a need for us to do self-assessment and then appoint those that can move the nation forward. Again, through professional career ladders, but most importantly in choosing leaders, we have to be very careful in ensuring that those that have the capacity will be appointed to serve in various capacities. while we are speaking about leadership, we must speak about followership. We cannot discuss the leadership question without discussing the citizenship question. Leadership evolved and emerged from the midst of citizens. Consequently, citizenship devoid of responsibility produces leadership without accountability, an endemic system of strategic failure that becomes the albatross of the leader and the led. For example, when I was coming to Ibadan yesterday, going to my accommodation, I saw people dumping refuse along the Ibadan-Iyo road. Whose fault is this one? It's the citizenship. The governor alone cannot do everything in order to secure the state. And then the citizens have to pay their taxes as at when due, obey the law, protection of public properties, rendering national services, and loyalty and respect for others' rights. As we unveil the Bisi Akande Foundation today, I would like to invite us to a new dimension of reflection on not only leadership but also citizenship. We are interested in the dimension of leadership that delivers results that matter to the general public. We are interested in the dimension of leadership that is so empowered so as to call citizenship to order and focus the dream of the nation in the direction of the greatness. This is where foundations such as we are unveiling today becomes really valuable. The leadership we produce is largely a reflection of the quality of citizenship we have. We challenge ourselves to do more in producing educated citizens from amongst whom great leaders may emerge, to drive the engine of progress in the right direction. My parting words here today is to encourage the citizens of this great country that while things take time, we all have a responsibility to show leadership in whichever sphere of influence we have. As we celebrate the unveiling of the Bisi Akande Foundation this day, we must draw inspiration from the founding fathers and leaders like the late Sage, Chief Abepa Mewa Awolowo, Alhaji Tafawa Balewa, Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, Chief Bisi Akande, and other past and contemporary leaders of their respective time, who dared to dream and give us institutions we continually reference today. A foundation such as this is a good starting point. The foundation will outlive all of us, and the citizens of the future will know that we tried our best to bequeath to them legacies we believe, not as we receive, but better for them to have. Most especially, I also want to bring to the kind notice of this gathering that a weak system breeds corruption. In order to survive, people will try whatever means to circumvent processes. Over time, this will lead to insecurity. This is where strategic leadership comes to play. Strategic leadership will include the fact that, first and foremost, you conquer yourself but continually renewing your understanding through reading, studying, listening, and paying attention. Learn to be efficient in the use of time and resources. Understand characters around you, especially about the stakeholders. Because we have fathers of politics, you need pillars to lean on. We have founders of politics. Politics is not cheap. Let's put it like that. We have friends of politics who will tell you the truth. And we have voice of politics, no definition required. We have fenders in politics that shield you from realities or prevent you from knowing the truth. I think this is something that we need to understand. Because once you surrounded yourself with those that will never tell you the right thing, you'll never get it right. good ideas from getting across to you to make informed decisions. Lead from the front and support from the back. Understand the dynamics and mix of your team. Forming a team is very important. A strategic leader disseminates information to his or her team appropriately and allows for ideas to be presented by all, including the timid one. Be fully involved and responsible. Nigeria still has potential to develop and to become a nation that other nations respect. Good leaders through mentorship at all levels. What I mean by at all levels is that no matter how good the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the subnationals have to be good. Citizens have to be patient. There is a need for us to focus on service delivery. For me, recently I developed hope in Asiwaju because of 3 examples. Administration of justice, as he did recently. Recently, you have seen what has happened in the federal government, where he suspended some officials and ordered for investigation. I think this is a good development. Secondly, ability to listen. Recently, we visited the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria under the Nigeria Progressive Governance Forum. I want you to now understand one very important thing. When we visited the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, he told us that he alone cannot put the nation in good shape. And he apologized for his shortcomings, and therefore let us come together and work together. Come and work together. This is a rare testimony that somebody should hear from a sitting president. And therefore, remember that we should keep our system clean, because recently I was listening to the speech of the Prime Minister of Singapore, where he did mention that we should keep our system clean, we should have to be honest, politics has to be honest, people have to be clean and honest. We need honest politicians. We also need voters who can tell the difference between the people who are honest and people who are not honest. He also went ahead and said one very important thing. He said, character is permanent, but reputation is temporary. Leadership questions and Nigeria's prospect gave us a glimpse of hope. A hope renewed for a better, secured, and all-inclusive Nigeria, where citizens should realize their full potential in dignity and respect, where all citizens believe and trust in the leadership, ability to deliver on expectations, particularly in overcoming security challenges, diversifying the economy, fixing the infrastructure, as well as harnessing external relations towards serving the interests of the country. Achieving these lofty objectives depend on the leadership question, which in turn is dependent on the understanding, support, and cooperation of the citizen, as leaders' ability to succeed depends on the support from the citizens. Our major problem is that of elite consensus in Nigeria. We should not forfeit our electioneering campaign promises to pay the tiny elites and politicians who constitute less than 2% of the total population of the state of a nation or a nation. Most of our monies are going into the tortuous, bureaucratic melting pots of the ministerial system. Finally, I warmly, sincerely, and heartily congratulate His Excellency Chief Bisi Akande as we formally unveil the Bisi Akande Foundation, designed to identify, nurture, train, and mentor, groom, and develop young talents into leadership for the benefits of Nigeria as a whole. I take this opportunity to express our willingness and our unflinching support of our noble initiatives such as this, and welcome replication of the foundation in other parts of Nigeria as it grows. Let me once again bring to your kind notice that we should keep our system clean. We have to be honest. Politics has to be honest. Our primary election has to be clean. People have to be clean and honest. We need honest politicians. We also need voters who can tell the difference between people who are honest and the people who are not honest. And lastly, if you forget anything today, just remember the simple statement of fact I started with. A country of 230 million people need 30 million leaders. Be a leader in your spheres of influence. Thank you very much and congratulations.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, Professor Babagana Umara Zulum, Governor of Borno State, who has delivered an articulate, brilliant, and cerebral speech on behalf of His Excellency Senator Kashim Shettima, GCON, the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. He said, Borno State is security first agenda, security second agenda, security third agenda. Thank you so much for all that you do in Borno State. And thank you very much for wonderful representation. Please, once again, a round of applause for him. May I quickly recognize His Excellency Governor Abiodun Oyebanji, Governor of Ekiti State. Please put your hands together for him. You're welcome, sir. May I also recognize the Minister of State, Health and Social Welfare, Dr. Tunji Alausa. Please put your hands together for him. You're most welcome. I'd like to also recognize the Group Managing Director, CEO, Odua Investment Company Limited, Mr. Adewale Raji. And we have Baba's friends from Northern Nigeria, a large delegation. We can just recognize but a few. Join me to recognize Alhaji Lawal Garuba, Alhaji Suraju Yakubu, Dr. Sunday. I don't know whether it's Kaushinwu or Kashimawu, but you are very much welcome. I'd like to also recognize the DG Development Agenda for West Nigeria Commission, Mr. Sheye Oyeleye. That's the much we can take now before we proceed to the unveiling of the ADEBISI Akande Foundation, which is one of the key reasons why we're here today. May I therefore invite, for this section of the program, the Governor of Lagos State, representing His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, in person of Mr. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. Please come forward. It's time to unveil the logo of, yes, the logo of, yes. Please put your hand together for him as he's coming. He will be supported in this act by the Chairman, Board of Trustees at ADEBISI Akande Foundation, Emeritus Professor. Thank you. Emeritus Professor Oluwaino, OFR. Please put your hand together for him, Emeritus Professor, and our celebrants, our daddy, Chief Bisi Akande. Please, if your hands are not busy, jam your hands together for Baba at 85.
Appreciation. Mo dúpẹ́ oníbù ọ̀rẹ́ bàbá gbọ́ pẹ́.
present. His Excellency Professor Babagana Umaru Zulu, kindly join them. The chairman of the occasion, His Excellency Engineer Sheyi Makinde, kindly join them. Ogun State Governor, Prince Dabo Abiodun, kindly join them.
Ami tọ́jú Chief Bisi Akande, ọlọ́lá ṣáló ní tèmi.
His Excellency Adeboyega Oyetola, kindly join them.
Ẹ̀rọ bá mi tọ́jú ẹ̀, ọmọdé làbí, gbẹ̀ngẹ̀lẹ̀ yé mo bẹ̀rù ojú.
Governor Abiodun Oyebanji, Ekiti, kindly join them. Every governors here, please join for the unveiling of the ADEBISI Akande Foundation. Ministers in the house, ministers, kindly join. Minister for Chief Adebayo Adelabu, please join. Chief Boyega Oyetola, Blue Waters and Marine, please join. Minister for Health, Alhaji Tahir, don't unlock a zoo.
Ọjọ́ yìí ṣe pàtàkì, ó ṣe kókó.
All ministers, please join.
Ẹni ọdún bàbá láyé, ó yẹ kó ṣọpẹ́. Ọlọ́jọ́ yìí mo bá ẹ̀rọ, ó kú oríire. Congratulations on your birthday today.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
On your birthday today.
Thank you. Thank you. As a compliant Nigerian, I think this picture is not well put together. There is no woman there. So I'm going to ask Wura, Mrs. Adetola, to blend this picture. I need to have inclusivity in this picture. So you are going to stay in between. Where is Mrs. Adetola? All of Baba's daughters should please just come in. Eba me create space for one. Mo gbọ́dọ̀ fi obìnrin sí kíní. Akintola, Mrs. Akintola, Dr. Ilori. It has to be like that. What drove by? No. Just Eba me. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's therefore my honor to represent Mr. President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, who would have done this himself, given the caliber of the man whose foundation we are unveiling here this afternoon. But since this is what leadership is all about, and like the guest lecturer, ably delivered by my brother, Governor Zulum, on behalf of the Vice President, had said, in all of us, there has to be a sense of leadership. So with me holding the mic with all sense of humility, representing Mr. President, is therefore my honor and a very rare privilege. And all of the leaders that are on the podium this afternoon, Your Excellencies, leaders in your individual rights, that will unveil to the glory of God and to the benefit of mankind the Baba Omo KKK Chief ADEBISI Abdurrahman Akande Foundation. Thank you very much. That is the logo of the foundation that we just unveiled. Thank you.
Thank you very much. MC.
Congratulations on
MC.
your birthday today. Chief Bisi Akande. Daddy. Congratulations on your birthday.
Please, the governors.
Celebrants, we wish you happy birthday. Ọlọ́jọ́ ìbí ijó kan ẹ̀ o, kò bọ́ ságo, kò máa jó.
Governors should please wait. Governors should please wait. Governors should please wait. Governors should please wait. Governors, serving governors, please wait. Yes, please wait. BOT, kindly join. BOT, kindly join the current governors. BOT, kindly join the serving governors.
Ẹ bá mi tọ́jú bàbá wa Akande ẹ kú oríire. Dádì, lórí ẹ bá mi tọ́jú bàbá wa Lucky orí mi sàn. Ayé ìgbà tí wà ṣàlò ní tèmi. Ó ní iná tí wọ́n dá kì í ṣe fún wọn rárá. Wọ́n kéye mọ́gbó, wọ́n fi iná sóko yíká. Àpèrè wọ̀dọ̀ ẹlẹ́fẹ́ fi iná ló jáde. Ohun tí yóò lè bọ́ sí, òun ló ń ra wálé. Ayédáde, ó múlẹ̀ títí, olúwa òun ṣe. Ayọ̀mọ́ ògbó orílẹ̀ lẹ́jọ́.
Thank you. Governors should please take pictures with the board of trustees now. Yes, governors. Excellencies, sir, kindly take pictures with the board of trustees. Thank you, sirs. Media, please make way for the governors.
Only 4+4. All you need. 4+4.
Media, make way.
Sheyi Makinde. All you need. 0.0. All you need. 4.4.
His Royal Majesty Olówó.
Orí ọba mi tọ́jú báyọ̀ ọmọdé labú. Ọlọ́lọ́ṣẹ́ ló ní torí àyànfẹ́.
Please wait for His Royal Majesty. Yes, please.
Bámi tẹ́tẹ́jú dàgbà bí ọdún. Bámi tọ́jú báyọ̀ ọmọdé labú. Ọlọ́lọ́ṣẹ́ ló ní torí. Sheyi Makinde 4+4. 0.0. 2.0. Bámi tọ́jú ẹ̀ dáadáa. Ayọ̀ ni o. 2.0.
Royal Majesty.
Oya bámi tọ́jú gbọ́dọ̀ yẹn ń gbàǹjì. Èkìtì dé ìdáná ní tèmi. Bámi tọ́jú bàbá wa fún. Àgàgùn ṣáná ní tèmi sanwó. Ó sanwó Èkó, ó sanwó Rogers. Ó sanwó Rogers Bandi ọlọ́lá.
Thank you, sirs.
4.0. 4+4. Àmì yóò tọ́jú Sanwó-Olú. Àmì ṣe tọ́jú Jàgbá bẹ́ẹ̀ lómi tẹ̀mí. Ayọ̀ ni o. Ẹ bá mi tọ́jú ẹnjìnà Ṣèyí Mákindé. Bàbá ti wà ní gbọ́gbọ́gbọ́ nígbà gbogbo. Ènìyàn bá mi tọ́jú Omiṣore. Ayọ̀ ni o.
All right, thank you very much. All right, thank you very much. We are going to the goodwill now. So photograph session will come after we cut the cake. Gbogbo àtàfẹ́ ya photo. Tọ́ba ti gé cake òyìnbó, àwọn bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ya photo. Nísìnyí ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ jókòó. Ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ gbọ́ ẹ̀ṣẹ̀un. Afẹ́ ya photo, afẹ́ gé cake. Tọ́ba ti gé cake la máa ya photo. cake of your photo. So please kindly go. Let's go sit down. Thank you very much. Let's go sit down. We are not yet starting photo session yet. Thank you. Your photo. About to get cake on you. Cake yellow man fine. Go. Please let's go settle down. Please let's go settle down. Thank Thank you very much. We are now taking goodwill messages. So let's please settle down. We are taking goodwill messages now. May I please invite Dr. Alex Ide, Baba's very good friend all the way from Edo, to please come forward and take the first goodwill message. Dr. Alex Ide, please come forward to give the first goodwill message for this August auspicious and conspicuous occasion. Once you come up, I'm sure many people will settle down. Thank you very much. Dr. Alex Ide, Baba's very, very, very good friend all the way from Edo State. Dr. Alex Ide, please come forward to take goodwill message for Baba at 85. Baba ò tí gé kéèkì. Tí bàbá bá ti gé kéèkì, àyà fọ́tò, àsùwà. Thank you very much.
Security agents, kindly help to clear the aisle. Thank you very much. Today's event is not yet concluded. We would like to take goodwill messages. Security agents, kindly help to clear this front. We are here to celebrate Baba at 85. Thank you. Please let's just, for the few minutes remaining, let's ensure some decorum. Thank you very much. Security agents, please help us clear this front. Thank you. Oyola wa ajíṣe bí Ọ̀yọ́ láàrí o. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. We'd like to implore our VIPs in front, greeting other VIPs. Please kindly return to your seats.
Your Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, here represented by the Governor of Lagos State, Governor Babatunde Sanwo-Olu, the celebrants today, former Governor of Osun State, Chief ADEBISI Akande, Baba àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké, the Governor of Oyo State, Chief Seyi Makinde, the Governor of Ogun State, the Governor of Borno, and all the governors here seated. It is yes. Yes. It is a great pleasure to be called upon to deliver this goodwill message. Having observed all protocols as already established, firstly, I want to congratulate Chief Akande for this milestone of achieving 85 years in good health. As earlier said, Chief Akande's trajectory in the political landscape has been marked by a sense of humility, resilience, and a deep sense of responsibility. I concur with that statement. I served under Chief Akande when he was the national chairman of the Action Congress Party of Nigeria. I was the national treasurer of the party. And it is clear from our relationships that his humility is unparalleled. When my first daughter got married, I pleaded with him to attend the marriage. And he said to me, "Alex, I will attend." He came all the way from Ila to Benin City to chairman the occasion. My family and I thank you sincerely. I am here representing the collegiate of Delta APC from the 3 senatorial areas of the state. Dr. Cairo Jugbo is with me here, just as I have Chief Richard Odibo. The 3 of us represent the 3 senatorial areas of Delta State. My goodwill message is therefore on behalf of 3 of us. To support this foundation, Chief Cairo Jugbo has donated the sum of 500,000 naira. Chief Richard Odibo has also donated the sum of 500,000 naira. And for myself and my family, we are donating the sum of 1 million naira towards the foundation. I, therefore, will call on the organizers to please continue with the goodwill messages. Organizers, please.
Yep. So, thank you so much, Dr. Alex Ide from Edo State, Delta State. Thank you, sir. May I invite right now another key friend of Baba from the north, Alhaji Tanko Yakasai. Alhaji Tanko Yakasai, Dagari Nigeria. Please kindly come forward to give a brief goodwill message for Baba at 85. 85. Alhaji Tanko Yakasai. This is one of the oldest power blocks we have in Nigeria who has served this nation. Barakan Kadazua. Munji daɗin yanda ka zo daga can arewa zuwa nan Oyo, jihar Oyo.
Okay. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is a great honor for me to be given this short moment to say a word or two on this historic occasion. I'm grateful to the organizers for giving me this opportunity. I've known Chief Bisi Akande for many years. We've been working together. We served in governments, he in the Western region, I in Kano, as commissioners. And since then, we've been meeting and we have been maintaining and strengthening our friendship. And I'm grateful to the organizers for inviting me to say a word or two about Chief Akande. Chief Akande is a special person, and by the special grace of God, Chief Akande and myself have one among many other things in common. That one thing that we have in common is that both of us did not start our education from formal schools. We started through our own effort, so we are virtually, in terms of education, self-made people. I'm grateful to Almighty Allah for giving me the opportunity to come to this place and meet a number of friends that I've never met a long time ago. I pray that God Almighty will spare more life for Chief Akande and myself and all the other people that are here. I thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you. MC.
Thank you so much. You're welcome. Thank you very much, Alhaji Tanko Yakasai. Alhaji Tanko Yakasai is 98 years. Wow. And he's still agile. So Baba surrounded himself with agile people. Now may I request, cameraman, everybody, can you please sit down? Can you please leave? We are having a certain program. Please sit down. If you are not having anything to do in front, can you kindly leave? DSS, please help move these people away. Please get seated. Up next, may I invite the Honorable Minister of Marine and Blue Economy and former Governor of Osun State, His Excellency Adeboyega Oyetola, to kindly come and give the goodwill message on this occasion.
Your Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, ably represented by my brother, Governor of Lagos State, Governor Jide Sanwo-Olu, Your Excellency, the Vice President of Nigeria, Senator Kashim Shettima, ably represented by my own brother, Professor Sulum of Borno State. All the governors that are present here, both present and past, all the deputy governors that are here, the chairman of occasion, His Excellency Governor of Oyo State, Engineer Seyi Makinde. Thank you very much. You're putting on the blue, so you're part of the blue economy. The chairman of the foundation, Professor Oluaino, I recognize you. All the organizing committee members that are here, including Professor Adewale, I recognize all of you. Our royal fathers that are here, party leaders, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to rest on the existing protocol because of time. I have great pleasure in attending the public lecture and the unveiling of the ADEBISI Akande Foundation put together by the organizing committee to celebrate the 85th birthday of the most revered fathers of the progressives in Nigeria and elder statesman, Chief Bisi Akande, Baba Awomo KKK, including myself. It's also a great delight to have served as governor of the state that produces this iconic personality. It is said that life is a privilege, but it's more profound privilege to live life well and go further to donate it as an inspiration to humanity. Considering the way Baba Akande has lived life so far, I'm persuaded to conclude that Baba has chosen to live life very well, to live a life that inspires, a life that is transgenerational, a life that is legacy worthy, and a life that births the success of generations. In a nation where his fellow octogenarians have retired from public service to the waiting arms of their grandchildren and great-grandchildren, Baba Akande still burns the midnight oil to brainstorm on the future of Nigeria, him with his high mental acumen and disarming smile. Chief Akande played people and development center politics, hinged on principles and convictions. As a party member, he excluded loyalty to progressive ideals. As a deputy governor, he was loyal to his boss. And as a governor, he demonstrated vision, honesty, probity, and integrity service to us that set the tone for sustainable development in Osun. Like I always say, Baba is an apostle of good and visionary governance. The Osun State Government Secretariat, Abere, stand as a testimony to his enduring legacy. Baba, we thank you for your service and sacrifice for Osun State, its people, Nigeria, and especially the progressives. As it's done 85, I pray that Almighty Allah will continue to grant you the will and ability to continue with the good works you have been doing for humanity. On behalf of the APC family in Osun, I join other well-meaning Nigerians to celebrate the patricia of the progressive family, the encyclopedia of progressive family, a distinguished son and father of Osun State, elder statesman, Baba Bisi Akande, on his 85th birthday anniversary. And I congratulate him on the unveiling of the Bisi Akande Foundation. It is my prayer that Baba will live to celebrate 95, 100, and move to an extent 120 years. Yes, science has told us you can live up to 150 years. So we are going to be celebrating Baba for the rest of another 20, 25 years. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency ADEBISI Oyetola, the former governor of Osun State and presently the Honorable Minister of Marine and Blue Economy for Nigeria. May I now invite the representative of His Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, represented today by Mr. Governor, Lagos State, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. Please let's rise as please let's all be please all be seated. It is the president that is coming up. All be seated. All be seated. Please all be seated. The president is coming up.
Ìlú Èkó ní bàjẹ́ lọ́lá Elédùmarè ọba aláṣẹ ṣoṣo. Èkó akété ìlú ọ̀gbọ́n. Babájídé Sanwó-Olú Èkó akété ìlú ọ̀gbọ́n. Sanwó àwọn ẹ̀dá kò má má yá. Èkó ọ̀rọ̀ mi sọ lẹ́gbẹ̀lẹ́gbẹ̀.
Well, thank you very much.
Please all be seated. The President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is addressing us. Everybody is supposed to be seated. Please find a seat. Please find a seat. Thank you.
Thank you. Don't worry. Chief Bisi Akande is everybody's father. So, Baba Omo KKK, atento old, atento young. Please, let's just be seated so that we can formally begin to wind down the activity. Let me stand on the well-established protocols that has been well laid down by the MC and acknowledge all excellencies that are here, my brother governors, former governors, deputy governors, former deputy governors, National Assembly members that are here, honorable ministers. I respectfully acknowledge and recognize each and every one of you. You are here because of the celebrant, our father, our mentor, our leader, Baba Bisi Akande. I acknowledge you, sir. I recognize you once again. I thank God for your life. I acknowledge all of our traditional rulers that had graced this event. I say thank you very much, but I can see the white cap chiefs of Lagos still well seated. Thank you for honoring our father and one of our best in Southwest. I also acknowledge all our political leaders from all the Southwest states that are here. But coincidentally, I still see the GAC from Lagos also still well seated. Thank you very much for honoring our father and for gracing this event. All of the leaders from Osun, from Oyo, from Ekiti, from Ondo, and from Nigeria, from the north, from the south, acknowledge each and every one of you. I warmly acknowledge the chairman of the foundation and all the organizers of this event. Thank you very much for putting this together. And of course, family members of Baba, the children, the spouses, and the grandchildren that are here, acknowledge each and every one of you for doing this great honor to our father, your father, whilst he's still alive with us. And I know that God will give him a long life in good health and a sound mind. Today, very humbly, I stand here to represent the President, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, who I'm sure you all know would have loved to be here in person today.
to come and honor his friend, his elder brother, a close confidant, an ally, a man that he truly, truly respects. But for the other, also important engagement in Abuja, he could not be at two places at the right time. And like I said, from the speech and the lecture that Mr. Vice President, through the governor of Borno, has given, we should not be found wanting in position of leadership. And that's why the conversation today has been about leadership. We're having a big event in Abuja, and we're also having an equally bigger event here in Ibadan. And you can see that this event is not short of leadership at the highest level of our country. And so I want to once again give ourselves a round of applause on behalf of our father, Papa Bisi Akande. I will go ahead to read Mr. President's speech, and when I finish, I will take 1 minute to also say one or two things that I know about our leader, Baba Bisi Akande, here today. Mr. President's speech. It is my joy today to witness the 85th birthday of our own Chief Bisi Akande, the grand old man and one of the moving force of progressive movement in Nigeria. It is a delightful and gratifying to know that Chief Akande is still fit, is still mentally alert, is in good health, and continues to contribute meaningfully in our quest for a fairer, a more just and equitable society. Baba Akande, turning 85, is a landmark achievement that truly calls for celebration. You must also be thankful to God for his life and for giving the nation an eminent leader like him. He remains one of our most respected elder statesmen, a man who continues to offer rare insights and counsel on how best to organize our country for effective governance. I have benefited immensely from Baba Akande's fountain of knowledge and perspectives on a wide range of issues as they affect Nigeria and the Southwest region. As an astute politician, leader, and father, Chief Akande has been part of every political epoch in our country since the Second Republic. He's one of the eminent Nigerians who drafted the 1979 Constitution, which the amended 1999 Constitution currently in use largely mirrors. Beyond his sagacious contribution to our national development and political evolution over the decades, Chief Akande is the most enduring aspect of his enviable life are his forthrightness, his integrity, and reliability. All these attributes have served him well in all the positions he has had the honor to occupy in his illustrious life. A committed Democrat, a die-hard progressive, and prudent yet compassionate leader of men, Chief ADEBISI Akande has done a lot for his country and for the progressive family. He has been a prominent architect of the nation's progressive political parties. If anyone needs a reliable and dependable comrade, an ally, then Chief Akande is that man with whom anyone can go to battle with. Chief Akande has remained, thank you very much. Chief Akande has remained a constant feature from inception of the now defunct Alliance for Democracy to Action Congress, then from Action Congress to Action Congress of Nigeria, and eventually the governing All Progressive Congress. I salute his courage and commitment to democratic and progressive ideals. Whether in public office or later in his capacity as our pioneer chairman of ACN or as an interim chairman of APC, Chief Akande brought humor and integrity into the discharge of his responsibilities. Highly principled and perceptive, Baba Akande is selfless and intensely patriotic. He gave more to others than he gave himself. What he has given to his family, his Osun state, the Yoruba race, he has also given to his country, and that is the very best. Since Baba enlisted into the Action Group and the First Republic to support the progressive ideals of late Chief Obafemi Awolowo, he has not looked back. He stands today even more committed to these vital, necessary ideals. He's one of the few leaders still around who can be called a true disciple. In his book, My Participation, Baba Akande stated, "It was not surprising that I was growing up and becoming more knowledgeable. I became totally indoctrinated and began to study Chief Awolowo and his Action Group. I read all his books and vowed to emulate him in self-discipline, fearlessness, dignity, courage, and patriotism," unquote. Like Chief Awolowo, Baba Akande has devoted his public life to engendering a truly democratic, just, and egalitarian society where all people are given the opportunity to attain a happy and prosperous life. Chief Bisi Akande has been a father figure and a mentor to younger politicians across the country, particularly in the Southwest. He is a consummate teacher, tolerant and cosmopolitan in outlook, and an excellent human being. He is charitable and equally helpful to all who come in contact with him, no matter their station or status in life. Because of his characteristics as an exemplary leader and mentor, many call him Baba Awon Omo Kekeke, meaning the political father of the younger ones. For me, Baba has been and remained a close friend, an ally, an advisor through the years. Perhaps I will not be where I am today as president of this great country without the help and support he has given me. Many countless other people will also affirm that he has had the same positive effect in their lives as he has had in mine. On this special day that we celebrate his 85th birthday, I join his family, friends, and other associates to congratulate him and to commend him for his outstanding contribution to democratic governance and to the cause of progressive politics and governance in our country. It is my prayer that God will grant Baba good health and he will continue to remain a fountain of wisdom in our midst. Happy birthday to Baba Chief ADEBISI Akande. Signed, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, today, the 16th of January, 2024. Baba, that was a speech of your brother, your ally, your co-sojourner, and it couldn't have been said better. In my several years of association with the president, I've not seen him use these kind words in one speech to describe anybody. It is therefore an honor that I've been asked to read this to you today. But like I said, sir, I have the rare privilege to also call you my father. Sheyi came out and was elegantly, the governor of Oyo State, the chairman, came out and was elegantly demonstrating his blue attire with the color of Baba. I dare say that 10 years ago, humbly, I, Baba Jiro Chola Sonolu, singularly with the children, organized Baba's 75th birthday. Then, at the Eco Hotel in Lagos. I was not governor, I was not anywhere close to governor, but it was a delightful assignment and a joyful one that I took upon. And even before then, I have continued to reference and to see you as a fatherly figure that you are indeed to me. But as governor, I also had the opportunity to also organize and bring everybody in Nigeria, including our former president, President Muhammad Buhari, to Lagos at your autobiography in 2021, where my participation was unveiled and every Nigerian celebrated you even at that event. These two occasions, for me, will be indelible, and I'll continue to remember them for life. But more importantly, sir, is those little moments that you have called me, that you have advised me, you have admonished me, you have encouraged me, you have corrected me as a person, as a father, and as a leader of people. I want to thank you for who you are, for what you have been, for what you have corrected all of us to. The governor of Oyo rightly said it, that at that time, he was not a full ally, so he didn't get the senatorial seat. But today he's sitting next to you as the governor of the state. I feel it was providence that he didn't want him to be a senator, he wanted him to be a governor, and that's what he has been today. And that's Baba for you. He's a man that all of us will continue to dream from your wealth of experience. You are a teacher, you are a leader, but you're also a cosmopolitan man. You're a man that understands the reality of today, because even from your age, you have the sense to put together the reality of today. God bless you, sir. God will hold you, God will keep you, God will nurture you. God will give you good health, sound mind. And like science, like my Egbon said, you live long. We have seen people doing 100 and 100 plus. You ain't seen anything yet. You still have a lot to hand over to us. Thank you very much, sir, and happy birthday once again.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, the Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Sanwo-Olu, for that one. At this juncture now, we want to invite Thank you very much. At this juncture, may I invite our celebrants for this day's occasion, Chief Bisi Akande, to kindly come forward and give his response on this August occasion. Ladies and gentlemen, please let's give him a generous, resounding, resonating round of applause as he comes to appreciate us for all that has happened here today.
Our President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, ably represented by our Lagos State Governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, the Vice President, ably represented by a governor from Borno State, who may have left now. I thank him very sincerely. My landlord is the governor of Oyo State. When I was the deputy governor of Oyo State, I had a home here. Oyo State used to be our capital in this part of the world. But I moved away when I became old to live in Ila. During the COVID, one day, my PA ran upstairs and said, Baba, they have surrounded your home. They want to burn it. I said, who? He said, the COVID thugs. I said, why won't you allow them to burn it? Ask the people there to come out of the place so that they don't burn them. What do I have there apart from my books that I will regret if they burn it? My PA wasn't happy. He danced around the ground. He didn't know what next to do. He left. I think he called either my governor, Boyega, my governor from Osun State. He called him and said, look, governor, they are likely going to bomb Baba's house in Ibadan. My governor called me and said, Baba, we are at a meeting with Seyi Makinde. Where is the house? Can you give us the number of somebody to call in the places? Around the place. I said, please talk to my PA. I was busy doing something else. I don't know what happened. Some 10 minutes later, they phoned from Ibadan that my house had been surrounded by security men. That's my landlord for you, the chairman of today, Governor Seyi Makinde. I'm grateful to you that you host this occasion in Ibadan and you agree to preside over it. Your Excellency, all the other governors here present, Your Excellency, all the former governors, I'm particularly interested about the National Assembly members here present and the ministers, but I won't forget the Lagos White Cap Chief. As I was coming into the hall, I saw them coming into the hall. I was overwhelmed. For joy, I had tears. May God continue to promote you. Thank you very much for being here. And the other traditional rulers too, I welcome you and I'm grateful to you all. Those of you from Ibadan, from Oyo State, and those of you from Osun and from all the other places, I'm grateful to you all. My friends from all over the places, from the east, from the north, from everywhere that came here to honor us, I'm grateful to you all. When the governor of Lagos State was speaking, he made reference to my 75th birthday. That was much easier. My 70th birthday, I think under the leadership of the present president, was organized by the Afenifere Renewal Group. Ayo Afolabi met me and said, Baba, what are you going to do on the 16th? I said, I'm going to be in my village at Ila and eat pounded yam and drink palm wine. I said, why can't they had something to do in Lagos? Why wouldn't I be there? I said, no, I won't be with you. I'll be in Ila. He started talking to me, but he knew I won't be yielding. Then he came back about the third day and said, Baba, what if we do our own on the 14th? I said, oh, so be it. On the 14th, they asked me to come and chairman something. I don't know what it was. He didn't tell me what. And I said, okay, 14th, I will have time. And he didn't give me any invitation, didn't give me any notice, didn't give me any detail about what they want to do. I just walked into an assembly of great men like you, presided over by Atiku Abubakar. And the lecturer was to be Yemi Osibajo. And all these great men were there. And they said it was to celebrate my 70th birthday, which was 2 days away. When I was called to the podium like this to talk, I couldn't talk. I was shedding tears. I was nervous. I became overwhelmed. Then everybody asked me to sit down. Today, I won't shed tears. I will only thank you, and I will pray for you. I will pray that you all will grow very, very old. My friend, Architect Omishore, General Kineade, Tunde Kwanle, Baba, many of my friends, I met them here in the morning. It made me feel I should continue to live on because they are old. Some of them are older, some of them are of my age. Particularly Baba Tanko Yakasai at 96. He called me yesterday. He was coming to Ibadan for my birthday. I said, no, not on your life. Stay in Abuja. We are coming to do something there. He said, no, you can't convince me. I'm already in the airport. And he was here today. May God continue to protect all our old men, and they will continue to grow older in grace, in good health, and in prosperity. I appreciate you all. But I'm becoming afraid. I'm becoming afraid because we are talking about leadership. In my party, it's even more difficult. Our governors are our leaders in our party. But the battle that will be coming, the war has started. And when the battle comes, I pray to be alive. I know my body will be feeble. I may not be in the front, but I will be behind you. This is going to be the party of you, our leaders, and the new brand of vagabonds. The new brand of vagabonds are already to fight you, and they are now out. They have not named the date. It might not be too long. They are going to fight a serious battle with you. In the olden days, when we move in the street, we see vagabonds by the right and by our left. But nowadays, no. They are everywhere. You are able to associate. You call yourself APC, PDP, and so on. They don't associate like you associate. But they try to be in your armpit. They are hiding under your garments. They are living in the same home with you, and they are going to fight you. So we have to be very careful. I will start naming them, the few I remember, so that you take note, and when the time comes, you will know that the future leaders are going to fight with the new brand of vagabonds. And the language they use now is that they call you corrupt. They say politicians are corrupt. Politicians are corrupt. But this new brand of vagabonds, they are the most corrupt, and they are everywhere, and they are in the country, and they continue with their corruption, and they are gaining more adherents every day. They are growing more in number than you are, and they are becoming more popular in the minds of our people, and it is you they are coming to fight. And the label they will continue to give you is that you are corrupt. So, how you are going to meet them, I don't know. I'm growing old. I don't know if I can think as effectively as you do, but be ready. This new brand of vagabonds will fight you. Let me name them. I will call them new brand of vagabonds. If I start with the drug barons, I may not know where the association is, but they are among you. The crude oil thieves and what they call bunkers, they are among you. They are richer than you are, and they are calling you corrupt. And they pretend that they are hiding behind the cloak that they are not corrupt, but they are more corrupt, they are the most corrupt, and they are richer than you are, and they are going to fight you. Some people fight you, they are calling you politician corrupt. The Yahoo boys, they are becoming more popular, even getting more popular than the politicians. They are going to fight against you. You must be ready for them. The ritualists, some of them cut their mother's neck to do rituals in order to make money. They think they are not corrupt. They are calling you corrupt. They are going to fight you because they are richer than you are. The armed robbers, they are fading away, but they are becoming, more tactical in their ways. They are very rich and strong. The kidnappers, the land grabbers, the bandits themselves in the bush and villages, they are all gunning for you, and they are richer than you are. And they think they are not corrupt. They are calling you corrupt because you are politicians. There are pickpocketers. There are court corner agents and activists. Many of them are in the religious houses. They have turned the religious houses to the markets for making money, and they are making lots of money, and they are getting richer than you are, and they are calling you politicians corrupt, whereas they too are very corrupt, and they are becoming more popular than you are. They are in the churches, they are in the mosque, they are everywhere in religious houses. They are going to fight you. They are starting by calling you corrupt, and they think they are not corrupt. And they are becoming many more than you are. They are becoming more popular in the street than you are. They are coming to fight you. Be ready for them. And many more that I may not remember to mention now. All the business manipulators that are stealing Nigerian money, they are richer than you are. But you may not remember, they are cleverer than you are. And they are going to fight you. They will be calling you politician. They will be calling you corrupt. They are worse corrupt people than you are. And they are gaining more adherents than you are having. So we are in a Nigeria now where everybody is struggling to be corrupt. And the mindset of everybody is corruption. And they don't point the finger to themselves. They are pointing it to you politicians. That politicians are corrupt. And they are most corrupt, more corrupt than you are if you are. But that's not the end to it. They are going to fight you. They are getting more popular than you are. They are in your world meetings. They are struggling to become world leaders. They become local government leaders. They become state leaders. They become everything. By the time they all become governors and ministers and everything, we are all in trouble. The Armageddon is coming. I wish you the best of luck. Thank you very much for celebrating me.
Thank you. Please let's celebrate Baba with a resounding round of applause. Thank you very much, sir. We need to fast track the event, so we'll quickly take the vote of thanks now. May I invite the chairman, LOC, former Minister of Health and one-time Vice Chancellor, University of Ibadan, Professor Isaac Adewale. Please put your hands together for Prof.
Your Excellencies, Mr. President, ably represented by the Governor of Lagos State, His Excellency Babajide Sanwo-Olu, the chairman of this occasion and our chief host, Engineer Seyi Makinde, FNSE, Mr. Vice President, as guest speaker on this occasion, ably represented by His Excellency the Governor of Borno State, Governor Babangida Umara Zulum, all Excellencies, serving governors and former governors, all Excellencies, deputy governors and former deputy governors, members of the National Assembly, serving and former, honorable ministers, serving and former, our celebrant of the day, statesman, icon, reference point, Chief Bisi Akande, our royal fathers, statesmen, with Alhaji Tanko Yakasai as the reference point, our lost temporal, spiritual, and medical party faithfuls, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Our job is simple: to thank you for making it a big day for us. There was this man in the Bible who organized a party, and on that particular day, nobody turned up. And he ended up inviting the lame, the dumb, and the blind to attend his party. On this occasion, we are more privileged. So we want to thank Almighty God for making this a great day. We invited you and you are here. And I say congratulations to all of you and thank you for honoring an icon. I want to thank our vendors, those who prepare the food, the technical people, the band, decorators, all of you for giving us a beautiful environment. We want to thank the LOC for making this assignment a nice one. The BOT for being faithful, particularly the chairman of the BOT, who is an outstanding fund mobilizer. We want to thank Mr. President for his commitment to friendship, his commitment to statesmanship, his commitment to good service and integrity. We want to appreciate His Excellency the Vice President. We want to thank our chairman for making it. I must confess that the celebrant gave us a free hand to organize this event, but chose two people. He chose the chairman of this occasion and also chose the guest speaker. So thank you, sir. Every other thing we did, but the guest speaker and the chairman, he chose them for reasons best due to him. But to demonstrate his pan-nationalist outlook and his belief in the Nigerian project. I also want to thank all serving and former ministers, and we want to thank all of you that have made this possible. At the level of the foundation, we take solace in the inauguration speech of the 43rd President of the United States. And I read his quote. He said, "Use power to help people, for we are given power not to advance our own purpose, not to make a growth show in the world, not to make a name. There is just but one use of power, and it is to serve people." At the foundation, we believe in the ideas of Chief ADEBISI Akande in serving the people, and we are out to serve the people. Thank you, Chief Akande, for your commitment, your dedication, your passion for integrity, and we want to promise you that this foundation will continue to serve those ideas. Thank you, everyone, and I say God bless you and safe journey.
Thank you very much, Professor Isaac Adewale, the chairman of the local organizing committee. We are now proceeding to cut this fantastic cake in blue and white. May I therefore invite the honorable chairman of this August occasion and the host for this event, His Excellency Engineer Sheyi Makinde, FNSE, DSC, GSSRS. Please put your hand together for him as he comes forward. Now, the family, the immediate biological children of Baba, kindly come forward. The biological children of Baba, Awomo Baba, can you please come forward? Now, while they are coming forward, may I humbly, respectfully invite the 7 governors to please kindly come and first take the picture with the celebrants. His Excellency Engineer Sheyi Makinde, Mr. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, Ogun State Governor, Prince Dakwa Abiodun, Ekiti State Governor, okay, Osun State Governor, His Excellency Adugoyega Oyetola. Sorry, my apologies.
bá mi tọ́jú Bíọ́dún Sanwó-Olú. Babájídé Sanwó-Olú. Ọlọ́lá.
So our governors take theirs first.
Family members.
Bá mi tọ́jú ẹ̀ dáadáa, bàbá wa Gbóyèga Oyètọ́lá, ọlọ́lá ṣá ló ní tèmi. Ó ní èmi ti rí ìdánilójú.
Family members, please come.
Gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ mi ní láti dayọ̀, ìlérí Olúwa ní láti ṣẹ. Èmi ti rí ìdánilójú, pé nínú ọdún tí màá wà yìí.
Family members.
Gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ mi ní láti dayọ̀, ìlérí Olúwa ní láti ṣẹ. Àwa ti ní ìdánilójú bàbá wa Oyètọ́lá, pé nínú ọdún tí ó wà yìí, gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ ní láti dayọ̀, ìlérí Olúwa ní láti ṣẹ.
Children, thank you. Children, please come. Baba's children, please come. Àwọn ọmọ bàbá, a mọ̀ pé ẹ fẹ́ gbogbo ẹ̀ kó tó, ẹ máa bọ̀. Àwọn ọmọ bàbá. Without you, this will not be done.
Èmi ti ní ìdánilójú, pé nínú ọdún tí mo wà yìí, gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ mi ní láti dayọ̀. Gbóyèga ìlérí Olúwa, ọmọ Oyètọ́lá. Èmi ti ní ìdánilójú.
Baba Oshoba, Chief Olusegun Oshoba, kindly join us, sir.
Ìdánilójú pé nínú ọdún tí mo wà yìí, nínú 2024, gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ mi ní láti dayọ̀, ìlérí Olúwa.
Professor Oluwaina, Chairman BOT, kindly join, sir. Baba's children, we are waiting for you. Please join.
Ó di dandan o, ọ̀rọ̀ mi ní láti dayọ̀. Oyètọ́lá, ó di dandan o, ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ ní láti dayọ̀. Ó sọ mí ní ìwé mímọ́, ó ní láti dayọ̀ dandan. Oyètọ́lá, ìwọ ti ní ìdánilójú, pé nínú ọdún tí mo wà yìí, gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ mi ní láti dayọ̀, ìlérí Olúwa. Ó ní àánú máa ló ń sọ̀rọ̀, bàbá agbára mi mà kọ́ o, ìwọ nìkan ni. Àánú máa ló ń sọ̀rọ̀, bàbá agbára mi mà kọ́ o, ìwọ ni. Àmì ìtọ́jú lọ́kì orí mi sàn, ayédájú.
Governors, kindly join them.
Agbára rẹ̀ mà kọ́. Ọlọ́run ní àánú máa ló sọ̀rọ̀, bàbá agbára rẹ̀ mà kọ́, ìwọ ni. Ó ṣẹ́gun fún mi, bébí lékè àwọn níbí.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this junction,
mo yàn ó. Àánú máa ló sọ̀rọ̀, bàbá agbára mi mà kọ́.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we remain standing, we take the national anthem for the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The national anthem, please. Now, senators, ministers, may please come and join the photo session.
Bàbá wa ayé dá tiwa. Gọ́vnọ̀ ló ṣe ṣàmúbáròdé ayé dá tiwa. Ó ní àwọn bàbá Jídé Sanwó-Olú ayé dá tiwa. Àánú máa ló sọ̀rọ̀. Bàbá agbára mi máa kọ́. Ìwọ ni. Àánú máa ló sọ̀rọ̀. Bàbá agbára mi máa kọ́. Ìwọ ni. Àánú máa ló sọ̀rọ̀. Lórí ayé dá tiwa. Agbára rẹ̀ máa kọ́. Èrè bá mi tọ́jú Prọfẹ̀sọ̀ Sọ́jú. Àánú máa ló sọ̀rọ̀. Adéjọba agbára rẹ̀ máa kọ́. Ìwọ ni. Ràn mí lọ́wọ́ ṣẹ́gun fún mi ó gbé mi lókè àwọn ẹni. Ìgbà ayé ò má ká mi, mo yìn ọ́ o. Àánú máa ló sọ̀rọ̀. Lórí ayé dá tiwa. Agbára mi máa kọ́. Ìwọ ni. Èrè bá mi tọ́jú bọ́ọ̀. Government of the state, ọba tí wọ́n ní. Àánú máa ló sọ̀rọ̀. Bàbá agbára mi máa kọ́. Ìwọ ni. Èrè bá mi tọ́jú bàbá Jídé Sanwó-Olú. Sanwó-Olú Sanwó Èkó, ọlọ́lá ló ní tèmi. Ọlọ́run. Àánú máa ló sọ̀rọ̀. Bàbá agbára mi máa kọ́. Ìwọ ni. Bá mi tọ́jú báò, ọlọ́lá ṣáló ní tèmi. Wọ́n ní dádì mọ̀ sí wá. Lọ́nà òkè fóńgòkè yíwọ́. Ọjọ́ ṣùgbọ́n kò gbàdúrà bí mo ti lọ. Olúwàjọ èmi sókè. Olúwàjọ èmi sókè. Lẹ́mi lọ sí ibi gíga. Àpáta tó wájú lọ. Olúwàjọ èmi sókè. Olúwa jọ̀wọ́. Olúwàjọ èmi sókè. Lẹ́mi lọ sí ibi gíga. Àpáta tó wájú lọ. Olúwàjọ èmi sókè. Ó ṣeun tuntun láyé wa kò dáwọ́ dúró. Ó ṣeun tuntun láyé wa kò dáwọ́ dúró. Àánú ni mo rí gbà. Ó ṣeun tuntun láyé wa kò dáwọ́ dúró. Aráyé ẹ wá bá wa yọ̀. Ó ṣeun tuntun láyé wa kò dáwọ́ dúró. Àánú ni mo rí gbà. Ó ṣeun tuntun láyé wa kò dáwọ́ dúró. Aráyé ẹ wá bá mi yọ̀. Olúwa mo dúpẹ́ òkè. Olúwa mo dúpẹ́ dúpẹ́ jọ. Olúwa mo dúpẹ́. Olúwa mo dúpẹ́. Ẹ ṣeun Jésù nínú ayé bí sọ̀rọ̀ dé. Olúwa mo dúpẹ́. Olúwa mo dúpẹ́. I said begin to praise God. Olúwa mo dúpẹ́. Olúwa mo dúpẹ́. Ẹ ṣeun Jésù. Ẹ̀mí Olúwa ṣe lóore o, ó náwó sókè, ó ṣe ní o, ó ṣe ní o. Lójú tàlá, Jésù ló dúpẹ́ òkè. Yíwọ́ wúta, kó ẹran ẹ̀. Ẹ̀mí Olúwa ṣe lóore o, ó náwó sókè, ó ṣe ní o, ó ṣe ní o. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Jésù Olúwa. Aleluya mo wá dúpẹ́. Ènìyàn ló kọ́lé alájà mẹ́fà tó jáde láyé. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Jésù Olúwa. Ọlọ́run mà ṣe ń wo, Ọlọ́run mà ṣe ń wo. Ọlọ́run mà ṣe ń wo. Wọ́n ní ìgbà yìí lọ́la mi ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀. Olúwa ló ní glory tó ń rọ́pì. Ṣẹ́gun ìgbà yìí lọ́la mi ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀. Ìgbà yìí lọ́la mi ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀. Ó pọ̀ ìgbà ìgbà yìí lọ́la mi ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀. Àwọn nínú ọ̀la ọ̀la nínú ọ̀la ilé nínú ilé Olúṣẹ́gun ìgbà yìí lọ́la mi ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀. Bámi tọ́jú Ṣẹ́gun bọ̀bọ̀. Bámi tọ́jú Báyọ̀ ọmọdé labú. Ọmọdé labú yé lómi tèmi.
Bàbá ní
ẹni rere ló mọ bá ròde. Báyọ̀ ọmọdé labú. Pẹ́ńkẹ́lẹ́ bámi tọ́jú Ṣẹ́gun lọ́nà. Ọ̀rẹ́ méjì bí ọmọ ìyá ni wọ́n. Ṣẹ́gun mọ́mọ́ ọlọ́lọ́ṣẹ́ lómi tèmi. Ṣẹ́gun báyọ̀ bá bínú kí wọ́n ṣàmà tẹ̀síwájú. Bí wọ́n bá ń dìtẹ̀ kọ́ńgọ́rẹ́ máa tàn kiri. Àwọn tó fẹ́ wá kówó wọn máa pọ̀ rẹpẹtẹ. Ìṣeré tó má dókun láyé wọn. Báyọ̀ bá bínú kí wọ́n ṣàmà tẹ̀síwájú. Olúṣẹ́gun wọn bá dìtẹ̀ kọ́ńgọ́rẹ́ máa tàn kiri. Àwọn tó fẹ́ wá kówó wọn máa pọ̀ rẹpẹtẹ. Ìṣeré tó má dókun láyé wọn. Mo fi gbọ́ra ẹnàjì. Èkó bá díẹ̀. Èmi ti gbéra ẹnàjì. Mo ti gbéra ẹnàjì. Sọ̀rọ̀ ti bá wọn ẹni mi. Sọ̀rọ̀ ti bá wọn ẹni mi. Bámi tọ́jú Rose Odika. Sọ̀rọ̀ ti bá wọn ẹni mi. Wọ́n lé wọn ò lè bá. Lord Jasmine wọ́n lé wọn ò lè bá. Ẹni mi yó. 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 Ẹni mi yó máa kọrin hallelujah sọ bá tóbi jù. Ẹni mi yó máa kọrin hallelujah sọ bá yóò ráyé. Àwa là ń kọrin. Àwa là ń lù lọ́dọ̀ tàwa àti ríre jà. Àwa ti ríre tí wọ́n ń ta ọ̀dọ̀. Ẹni mi yó. 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 Ẹni mi yó máa kọrin hallelujah sọ bá tóbi jù bàbá o. Ẹni mi yó máa kọrin hallelujah sọ bá yẹ. Ada omi. Mo lẹ́ni bí ẹni láwùjọ. Èròjà bá mi tọ́jú bàbá wa Chief Bisi Akande. Bàbá ń bẹ lédè ní Aborode. Chief Bisi Akande. Dádì. Ò bá wọn wá ìwọ ò ní bá wọn lọ. Chief Bisi ìwọ ò bá wọn wá ìwọ ò ní bá wọn lọ. Ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ láàrin wa. Ilé ayé.